I mean, any architect, I suppose, approaching a project, you try to immerse yourself in the brief, and I suppose you imagine yourself in the situation of using this building. Sounds a difficult thing to say, but I think we do that for any project. And I suppose on this building we were thinking, how do we invite people into a comfortable, calm place? Because that's what we're trying to do, I suppose, is reduce. What contribution can an architect make to a situation like the situation people in Maggie's find themselves in? I suppose all we can do is really try and create the most comfortable, stress-free environment. The Maggie staff are really doing the hard work, and so the building really is just a backdrop to their conversations. It's a very simple sequence of entrance courtyard, trying to make a threshold which is easy for a visitor, which is a very difficult thing to cross the threshold of a Maggie, and a building that opens up views right through to the main garden, which is to the east.
We did work with Jonathan Spears at the very beginning of the project, and Spears and Major, and we looked at the idea of the long plan and how you could actually bring light through the space, rather than if you look from one end to the other you might not get light coming right into the plan unless it had something to hit. So we looked at these kind of golden boxes that would kind of hover over the central courts and help pull light down into the plan and then disperse it naturally.
Centre, or the heart of Maggie's, is the kitchen table and the ability for folk to just come in and feel relaxed enough to be able to just put the kettle on and make a cup of tea. So because we'd visited a few Maggie's centres, we sort of knew what the sense was we were trying to create. And things that were quite important are to make sure that there are cups and tea on shelves, so that folk don't have to go rummaging in cupboards, and it's almost come in and treat it like their own kitchen.
Neil talked a little bit about that first threshold that isn't really a front door. I actually think that the West Garden is probably my favourite of all the gardens, because it is that moment of calm that lets you break from the kind of normal day-to-day routine and slows everything down a little bit. And then it's just a series of moments of discovery as you come through. You find the light catchers, and then you can come through and sit in rooms like this and you have the immediacy of the garden beside you, and you're aware of things beyond the wall but not necessarily immediately. And I think it is really just a series of thresholds and little moments of discovery that make it, for me, quite special.